And welcome to class, everyone. Today we have boot camp, yes. And today, an interesting boot camp for everyone here today. So if you didn't read the description for this live stream today, today's boot camp is going to be kind of an optional aspect, meaning you can do this entire workout just with your body weight, or you can incorporate dumbbells, whether it's through the entire workout or just for certain exercises. So the equipment that you'll need: a yoga mat for something comfy, some cushion on the floor, and then, like I said, dumbbells are optional. So if you want to start body weight and then add dumbbells throughout the workout, that's fine. If you want to start right away at the beginning here, yes, that is the nice part of this workout: body weight or with some dumbbells. So I'll leave that up to you. I will be doing the entire workout body weight today. So I challenge you, if you want to use dumbbells, to use your exercise knowledge and how to incorporate those dumbbells if that's what you're choosing to do. Suzanne, hi, welcome to class. So yes, 8 different exercises done twice in a row. So we'll do 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. After we go through the 8 exercises twice, we'll have a 45-second rest. Get water, mat yourself down with a towel if needed. And then what's another cool piece about this workout is there's progressions. So from the first exercise series to the second, there's just gonna be different progressions and variations to those exercises. So with that being said, if we come to an exercise where you're not comfortable or the exercise is too challenging, and the alternative that I provide is not what you're looking for, you can always go back and do the previous exercise from one of the other series. So wanted to throw that out for you, but should be a good one, should be a fun one today. So let's get started into our warm-up. So join me here into a march in place, or if you want to start jogging, go ahead and jog in place as well. So just starting to get that heart rate up. That's it. Keep it here. We're going to keep it here for a little bit. Again, marching at a good pace or jogging in place. We're really going to try to get that heart rate going. Start to get you breathing a little bit heavier. Excellent. Just a few more seconds, and we'll go into our side-to-side step touch. So when you're ready here, the side-to-side, that smooth transition, we'll step and touch. So keeping this kind of side-to-side motion, bring those heels to the glutes and add in that arm action. So we got the heel kicks, or the glute kicks, and a little bit of shoulder and shoulder blade action here. Excellent. Back to just that step touch. Now let's get the arms up overhead. So that side bend with our step. Here we go. Nicely done. Make sure you tip the shoulders and the head a little bit. Get that good stretch through the side of the torso. Very good. Keep it going. All right, back to that march or jogging in place. Let's add in that high knee component. So again, if you're marching, have that intentional high knee up to that collarbone. Or if you're jogging, picking that knee up. Let's go. Nice. All right. Slowing it down a little bit for two exercises here. Front kicks or hamstring kick. So slow it down. We're just going to kick the leg out in front of us, alternating from right to left. Feeling that good stretch through that back of the leg. Nicely done. Couple more kicks here, and we're gonna go to the upper body. One more, each side. And we'll go right arm across the body. So if you like to still march in place, go ahead. We'll pull that arm just for a few seconds, then we'll switch. And try to do about the same duration of time between those arms. We'll just alternate for a few, right to left. And I've got one more here, two more. Let's finish on some jumping jacks. But last one here, both arms. We'll go to an inchworm. So final arm. So making sure you have some space. We're gonna forward fold down to the floor. Bring those hands, palms to the floor. Walk the hands out to a plank. And then walk the hands back in. And standing all the way back up nice and tall. Get a little bit of extra glute action and leg action. Pause in that plank for just a brief amount of time. Two more. Then we'll finish with jumping jacks. Out in that plank, squeeze, walk it back, stand up. Last one. All right, standing up and into our final warm-up exercise, jumping jack. So that's the toe touch or the step out, that low impact option. Perfect. Keep it going. Just a few more seconds. And if you'd like to do any more stretches, anything else, go ahead and do so now. One little note here, like I said, 30 seconds of work per exercise, 15 seconds of rest or transition. If you like to, if you're feeling good today and you want to extend your repetitions for an exercise, continue during that 15 seconds of rest. It'll be orange up on the timer. So you always have that option with my classes where you can continue repetitions and not use a rest period if you don't want it. So yes. There will be some single arm or single leg exercises here. I will do the best I can to remember which side we are doing. I think I have a good understanding, but we will always do something with the right arm or right leg first. So if it's something like a stiff legged deadlift, we'll do that right leg doing the work. If we're doing, let's say, a reverse lunge, the right leg will be doing the work, so it stays in front. If it's something with like an arm reach, it'll be always right arm reaching to the ceiling maybe, or reaching for that opposite toe. So we'll always go right for the first series and then left for that second series. So let's have a great workout today, great boot camp. We're gonna lead it off with push-ups, just standard push-ups on the floor, knees or toes. So I'm gonna get that timer started. Let's have some fun today. So get into position here on the floor, whether it's knees or toes, that nice core supported position as well. And here we go, down and up. First exercise series as well. That nice press through the floor, and each time working on that good depth, trying to go as low as you can, working on that range of motion. Here we go, 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and again, keep going if you'd like to. Next exercise, Renegade Row. So if you'd like to do this on hands and knees, it'll look something like this, right arm only. We're squeezing the shoulder blade and bringing the arm to the armpit. So just this right arm, right side, right shoulder blade. If you want to do this on your toes for more of a challenging exercise, they'll be right here. Again, always leading with that good shoulder blade squeeze and then pulling the arm, the hand into the body. Here we go, 10 more seconds. Keep the hips and shoulders square to the floor. Excellent. All right, next exercise, floor dips. So notice my extended position. My hips are gonna be slightly further in front of my hands and fingertips like so. And we're simply pressing through our palms, extending the arms straight and coming back down. You might touch the floor with your hips, that's fine. But we're just right here the whole time, trying to get as much range of motion as we can. If you'd like to, you can definitely do this on an elevated surface, like your couch, a chair. You just have your hands up on that elevated surface and lower down to the floor, bending that elbow even more. 3, 2, 1, and we're back on our feet. Nice job. Again, continue those dips if you'd like. We're moving into squats, just basic squats here, down and up. And it's boot camp, so encourage that higher speed if you'd like. Let's go. Here we go, 30 seconds of squats. Again, that nice good drop, trying to keep the chest and shoulders up and pushing through the ground, making sure we push the hip bone back underneath the spine, underneath the body. Nice work. Keep it going. Again, use dumbbells if you'd like. Again, completely optional. Excellent. All right. One leg stiff-legged deadlift, but in a supported position. So our right leg's doing the work. Left foot, we just reach it back and place the toes on the floor. From here, hips go back. We hinge at the hips. Back stays flat. Squeeze that glute to raise the torso. Again, as you lower down, you should feel that stretch through that back of the leg, and then engage that glute to raise the torso. Nice, back stays flat, core supported. And 3, 2, 1, excellent. Split squat. Split squat. So we're gonna go right leg forward, left leg back, and a decent split here. So that way we can go straight down. Shoulders, hips at the same angle, more like an elevator as we go down and up. Really trying to emphasize that push through that front leg. Here we go. Have that pace here. Keep it going. That's it. Slight forward lean through that upper torso, just to help with that balance and that proper posture. 2, 1, and time. All right, to the floor. Plank reach. This can be done on hands or forearms. If you want to do this on your hands, it'll look something like this. Reaching out, just tapping your fingertips out in front of you, and as far of an arm reach as you'd like. We'll alternate our arms here, just going right to left. Again, if you'd like to do this one on your forearms, it's that same concept, reaching as far as you'd like, tapping the floor in front of you. Let's go. Breathe, exhale with each movement. 2, 1. All right, now just a basic crunch exercise, targeting a little bit more with the oblique. So our cross crunch, where we come up, reach for that opposite kneecap. This one alternating from right to left. Here we go. Squeeze the abs. Make sure we're really reaching and lifting those shoulder blades up off the floor. That's it. 10 more seconds, then we're back to our first exercise, back to those push-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Flip it over onto your stomach. We're back to exercise 1 here. Those push-ups, knees or toes. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. That good depth. That nice straight plank body position. Let's go. Keep those good pushes. Keep that good depth. You can do it. Breathe as you press through the floor. 10 more seconds. And 2, 1. Again, keep it going if you'd like. Also, use dumbbells if you'd like as well. We're going to that left arm for this Renegade Row. If you're on your knees and hands, again, squeeze the shoulder blade, then pull the arm, bend the elbow. So on your knees for a little bit easier, low impact exercise option, or stepping back, holding that plank position. Again, that nice tight squeeze, engaging those abs. 10 more seconds. Awesome. All right, on our backs, those floor dips again. Remember that option, utilize it, maybe an elevated surface to do these, but we're heels or feet flat on the floor, and we get that press. We're lifting our body with our arms. kind of similar to, like, you remember the school days, that crab walk, kind of that same position here, but we just press and go vertical as much as we can through those arms, through those elbows. Here we go. Last few seconds, last few reps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. When you're ready, back on your feet, our squats. Standard squats. Little feet set about shoulder width apart. And let's go. 2, 1. Down and up, pressing those knees out so we get that nice linear connection through that entire each side of the body. Makes it more efficient to go up and down. Here we go, here we go. Keep the pace. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. One leg supported, stiff legged deadlift. So this time that left leg is in front. We have that right foot, the toe, just on the floor behind us for that support. And again, hips go back behind our lead heel, maintaining that slight knee bend. So from this angle, you can probably see that my slight knee bend here, I'm never in that locked position. Again, using dumbbells if you'd like. Stretch, and again, squeeze the glute. Got to keep the back flat. 2, 1, perfect. All right, back to those split squats. Left leg forward here. I'm gonna do it facing you this time. So I want you to notice me and then notice your feet. You should always take that step back as if you are on a narrow railroad track. That's kind of my cue, how I like to perceive these kind of split stance exercises. If you are really gung-ho about working on your balance, take that back foot and put it in line with your foot. More like as if you're standing on a balance beam. That's going to add in more of that instability versus that railroad track stance. Nice job with that one. Back to the floor. Stomachs for our plank reach. So one alternative that is available, my apologies for not showing this and explaining this earlier, the kneeling option. If you're choosing to do this on your knees, it's a great alternative for planks. I advise you to have just that little further reach as your starting point. So that way you get more engagement through the abdominals as you maintain that straight line position from head to kneecap. Excellent. All right, that cross crunch, that ab exercise. I'm gonna say this now, I'm curious, anyone out there, whether you put it in chat or if you put it in the comments later, what are you using? Are you doing body weight or are you using dumbbells? So here we go into that cross crunch again. Use those abdominals to pull the rib cage to the pelvis as you lift the shoulder blades up off the floor. Ten more seconds and we get into our first rest. Excellent. All right, 45 seconds is yours. Use it as you'd like. Again, grab water, maybe mat your face down a little bit. If you'd like to, feel free to jog in place, march in place, if you want to just kind of keep up that heart rate. So we're moving into our second series. This will have some slightly different variations of those exercises that we did for that first series. So utilize those as alternatives if the new exercise is a little too challenging. So first exercise, calling it Spider-Man push-up. So on your knees, as you lower yourself down, you're bringing one knee to the forearm. We're gonna go just that right knee this time. If you're on your toes, it'll look something like this. Again, as you lower down, the knee comes up to the forearm. And it kind of swings out to the outside of that forearm as well. So yes, so not in tight, because you'll never get that good depth with that push-up. Out to the side. All right, Renegade Row. This one is gonna have a twisting component, a little bit of oblique action. So we're gonna go right side only. If you're on your knees, it'll look something like this. Row, and then arm wide as you rotate to that side plank and rotate back. One arm row, rotate, pivot on that knee. If you're on your feet, on your toes, row, rotate, twisting those toes. Row and rotate. Good. Row and rotate. Excellent. All right, back to those floor dips. This one has a toe touch element. So after you do your dip, you'll do one dip. When you're in that extended position, you'll reach up, right arm to left leg. Dip, right arm, left leg. Dip, right arm, left leg. So take it piece by piece. Again, utilize that previous just basic floor dips as that alternative. You can also do that on that elevated surface. Round two, I'll show you, I'll grab my chair and I'll demonstrate with my office chair in here, just so you can see that variation. Nice work. All right, up on our feet here, squat pulse. So with this one, we're gonna find that lowest depth that we have, and then from here, essentially pushing and pulling ourselves away from the ground and back closer to the ground. So it's not just kind of bouncing and just letting that elastic component happen. We're trying to be a little more intentional about our movement. Again, push yourself up and pull yourself down with that little bit of speed. Here we go. And 2, 1, excellent, rest, nice work. All right, single leg deadlift. So this one is gonna be all about balance. So right leg on the floor, and we're gonna go head and left leg move at the same speed. We're making that T shape between our body and our supported leg. Again, keeping the hips high, knee in a fixed, straight position, not locked out. And again, using that glute to squeeze and raise the body back to its standing position. Nice work. A few more seconds here, maybe 1 or 2 more reps. And time, beautiful. All right, reverse lunge with a knee tuck. So right leg stays on the ground. This is the leg that we're working here this time. So we're gonna drop back, stand up, and tuck the knee. Lift the knee up in the air, trying to maintain that balance the whole time. So you're going from rep to rep to repetition. If you need to, feel free, place that foot down before you step back into that reverse lunge. But if you can, try to challenge that balance here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay. Moving into the hover. We've done this exercise a few times before. So in that tabletop position, we're going to lift ourselves up through our toes, knees off the floor, and hovering ourselves in this position here. Back stays flat, core is engaged. You might be squeezing a little bit more through your hip flexors and front of your thighs, which is good. But we're trying to maintain that, just that little gap, only about 2 inches of space between the floor and your kneecaps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And then this one, oh, This one's a good one. Iron cross. So, out in this position here, I know you can't quite see my feet, but the only point of contact here is hips and just below those shoulder blades. We're gonna hold this position here as long as we can. If you need to, woo, take that short rest, squeeze the abs, re-engage. Again, the only points of contact to the floor are hips and that middle part of your back. Here we go, 10 more seconds. And 2, 1, woo! Well done. All right, back to the top, those Spider-Man push-ups. We're gonna go with that left side this time. So that means that left knee is kind of swinging out to the outside of our forearm and elbow. Here we go. That's it, keep it going. Again, if you're up on your toes, it's that same motion, just elevated up on the toes. Nice work. Keep it going. Use those lower abs and hip flexors to pull the knee out to the arm. Excellent. All right. Into that Renegade Row and that T, letter T as in tiger, rotation. So again, if you're on your knees, row, and then as you rotate, just pivot to the side like so. Row and rotate. If you're up on your toes, that wide stance, row, rotate to the side of your feet, and then back to your toes. With this motion, the rotation comes from the obliques. So try to use that torso to open that body as you rotate. 3, 2, 1. All right. That floor dip, or like I said, I was gonna demonstrate with my chair. So an elevated surface with this one if you'd like. But this one is gonna be left arm reaches. So notice my body position on the edge, down. As I come up, I'm reaching. I don't think my chair is the most stable option. Here we go. Excellent. And again, if we're on the floor, down and up. And time. Well done. Those ones are a little awkward if I have to say so myself. I do prefer like a bench, some kind of, maybe a couch. All right, that squat pulse. So hit that lowest squat depth you have, and we're pulsing, keeping those glutes engaged, pushing and pulling. That's it. Keep that depth, you got it. 10 more seconds. That's it, hips go behind the heels. Make sure you're not shifting that body weight forward. Awesome. All right. Single leg deadlift. So now we're working that left leg. So left leg is on the floor the whole time. As we come down, squeeze the glute to come back up again. Hopefully you're starting to kind of, if you're choosing so, how might you be holding those dumbbells? For example, for any of those out there with this deadlift, it might be something like this. Woo, balance please. There we are, squeeze the glute. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Reverse lunge, and then with that knee tuck, that balance component. So left leg will stay planted on the floor the whole time. Right leg drops back, we come up with that knee tuck, and then if you can, dropping straight back into that lunge. Again, set the foot down if you need to for that little extra stability. but making sure we get that good step back so we can get that front shin, maintain that verticality of that front shin. Awesome. All right, to the floor. We have that hover. This hover exercise is a precursor to what's coming up for our final series. So that tabletop position, make sure that back is flat and press through the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, keep the back flat. Core tight, squeeze those stomach muscles together. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. That iron cross. Maybe some of you out there are dreading coming back to this one. All right, so again, arms perpendicular to the body, and on that beep, we lift the legs, lift the head and shoulder blades up off the floor. Again, I said it like 2 or 3 times, but that only connection to the floor is hips and about mid-back or so. That's it. Stay tight, lower back pressed into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, 45 seconds, it's yours. Grab water as you need to, cool down a little bit, just a little. We're going to our third series. So a few different variations to these exercises. Again, feel free to utilize previous variations as alternatives. So we're gonna lead it off again with push-ups, but this one's gonna be a knee tuck push-up. So, not as complicated as it might sound. This one, you lead off with a knee tuck with both knees. Knee tuck, and then the push-up. Knee tuck, and push-up. On the floor, knees on the floor will be very similar. Again, knee tuck, and down. Let's go. We're halfway through these 30 seconds. Knee tuck. Straight under the body versus out to the side. And time. All right, Renegade Row. This will be right arm only. So we still have that row component, but now we'll have a straight arm shoulder blade squeeze. So row and directly out to the side. Row and out to the side. Again, if you're using body weight like me, the big intention is every time it's that shoulder blade squeeze. Squeezing that shoulder blade to the spine before pulling or raising that arm. You want that good engagement through those rhomboids that connect that shoulder blade to the spine. Beautiful, nice work. All right, this one, a floor dip again, but this one, think of it more like a glute bridge. So in that extended position, feet flat on the floor, you're gonna extend the elbows and extend the hips while adding a right arm reach to the ceiling. So again, make sure you have that little bend in that elbow and press through the floor, extend the hips, simultaneously reaching to the ceiling. Here we go. 10 more seconds. Squeeze the glutes, raise the hips. And time. Excellent. All right. Another squat variation, a squat march. So a little bit different than the pulse. We're gonna be in our hold again, but this time we're just picking the feet up, keeping the knees out wide, and we're just ever so slightly picking the feet up, marching in place in that nice low squat stance. Nice job. Hips down, chest and shoulders up. You'll always have a slight forward angle through the hips and shoulders, but it's just never collapsed like this. Well done. All right. Another one leg stiff legged deadlift. We're gonna add in that knee tuck. Even more balance to this. So right leg on the floor the whole time. And it's that stiff legged deadlift, bringing that leg, that knee up in front of us. And just like those reverse lunges, we're trying to stay balanced the entire time. If you need to, set the foot down to restabilize yourself before going at it again. Here we go. Squeeze the right glute as you raise that knee out in front of you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. Split squat with a pulse. All right. So again, think of that squat that we did last series. We're going to be at our lowest depth in that split stance, and then just pulsing that 4 to 6 inch up and down motion, pushing ourselves up and using those other muscles to pull us back down to our lowest depth. Let's go. Keep that speed, keep that rhythm. It's a pulse. It's not a typical slow repetition. 3, 2, 1, and release. Exercise 7. To the floor. Plank rotation. So this one will be on your forearms. And all we're doing is taking, and we're kind of rotating those feet and dropping the head of the femur, the side of the hip bone, to the floor. So this one works out the best on your forearm. So I highly suggest doing this one as a forearm plank. If you need to, feel free to hold just a standard plank, hands or forearms as you need to. 2, 1, awesome. All right, onto the floor, or onto our backs. We're already on the floor. Bicycle crunch. So we're pedaling those feet, alternating right arm to left knee and left arm to right. Here we go, 30 seconds. Pedal as fast or as slow as you'd like. And making sure, even though we're going elbow to that knee, trying to bring that shoulder to that knee, get more oblique action through this exercise. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Back into that push-up position. That push-up and knee tuck. Again, double knee tuck before the push-up happens. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Knee tuck, and down for that push-up. Knee and push. Well done. Knee tuck, good. Push up, 10 more seconds. Great, under the body. 3, 2, 1. All right, that dip and ceiling reach. So again, think of this one a little more like a glute bridge, where we're also extending the hips to the ceiling, feet flat on the floor. And this time, as we extend, we're going left arm to the ceiling. And always replace that hand back to the floor. Just have a little better rhythm, and it gets you to kind of transfer your weight and get that good extension through the hips and through the elbow. 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! All right, to our feet. We have that squat march. Squat march. So, finding that depth and just lifting those feet up ever so slightly. Let's go. Strong knees. Again, knees aren't collapsed as you do this, so find some reflection or look down below and make sure you can clearly see your entire foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right. That stiff legged deadlift with that knee tuck. So it's that entire leg swing. Left leg stays on the floor the whole time. Ooh. Swing the knee. Ooh. I'm having balance issues myself. There we go. Balance. There we go. Hinging at the hip. Leg is straight. Chest, knee, all in line over that fourth toe of the foot. Three, 2, 1. All right. Back to the floor. Plank. Or no, our split squat, sorry. Left foot forward, right foot back. We're down in that lowest position. We're pulsing up and down, push and pull. If you're holding dumbbells, the dumbbells might be held kind of on either side of your leg. Like, if I was grabbing on the dumbbells. But keep that pulse, again, push and pull, 4 to 6 inches. 3, 2, 1. Perfect, okay. Into those plank rotations. So ideally on your forearms, but if you need to, take advantage of just a basic plank here for the 30 seconds. Let's go. That's it. Keep that rotation, kind of in that nice arching swing with that hip bone. Seven, 6, let's go. Few more. 3, 2, 1. And, oh, I missed one. We're gonna go to the bicycle next. We'll come back to the one I missed. So bicycle crunch, and we'll do that reverse, that Renegade Row with the T-fly. That's it, nice wide elbows, pedaling the feet, getting that rotation. Again, shoulder to knee. Maximize that effort through the core, through the obliques. Four, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. The one that I missed, my apologies. The Renegade with the T-fly. So again, one arm row into the body and then out to the side, always engaging that shoulder blade. Here we go. Again, core tight, whether you are in the kneeling position or if you're in that plank position. Let's go. Come to those last 10 seconds. Home stretch, everyone. 2, 1, and time. Well done. Excellent job. That's the end of the workout. Where are we at with total time? Yeah, just slightly over. So if you need to go, if you need to dismiss yourself, thanks for joining. If you'd like to stick around for a little bit of a cool down, some stretches here, join me here in child's pose. So we'll reach those arms out in front of us and sink our hips back and down to our heels, maintaining that reach out in front of us. And when you're ready, we'll walk those hands to the right, keeping our legs, our knees nice and still. And then walk the hands to the opposite side. And release into tabletop. Let's go for a nice cat stretch. So pressing the back up, rotating the hips up underneath the body. And then transition into cow, rotating the hips, lifting the head and chest. And we'll do just a couple more. So release out of cow, bring one leg forward into that modified kneeling position. We're gonna do our hip flexor stretch with a lateral flexion combo. So we'll squeeze the glutes first, rotate the hip bone up underneath us, establish that hip flexor stretch with that little bit of shoulder lean back. Then reach the arm up and tip across the midline of the body. So in this case for me, my left leg is on the floor, so I'm getting that entire stretch through left hip flexor, left oblique up into that left latissimus dorsi. And release. Let's go to the other side. So again, squeeze the glutes, rotate the hip up underneath you, and then that slight shoulder blade lean back. And arm up, and tip back and across. And go ahead, relax out of that one, stand up. Last one that I'll do here with you today, back to shoulder stretch. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. Whether you watched this or participated live, or if you joined after the live stream, thanks for being here. We always appreciate the participation, the viewership as well. It's nice seeing those numbers and seeing that we are reaching individuals out there. So thank you again for your constant participation. That is it for me with our boot camp class. Remember, if you want to revisit this one, do so. Maybe do it with dumbbells next time. So thanks everyone again. I've been saying thank you a lot, but we are really appreciative of the participation. So yeah, that is it. As I usually say, make sure to stretch at some point a little bit more today. Stay hydrated, especially if it's a little bit warmer outside, but regardless, water's good. Gatorade bad. I think of the Waterboy movie. But yes, stay hydrated and then, yeah, eat some good calories throughout the day. That is it for me. Thanks, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next class.